Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I cannot believe it's already October. I thought we had a couple more days, but here we are. So today's video I will be doing a flip through. I'll be showing you the pages that I completed in September, and I was able to get a good number of pictures done. So I finished this picture in Enchanted Faces, and I just used alcohol markers, and then I did this picture as well with alcohol markers. Just kept that very simple and sweet. So there's those two, and then I did a picture in this Chinese coloring book, and that is this picture. Let's see, what did I use? I think I used polychromos, and I'm calling this robe emerald because green is not a good color in China, so this is an emerald, where that's better. And this one was a lot of fun to do. I decided to keep his hair white because that made him seem kind of like this mischievous deity, and then a celadon looking bowl. And then I did a picture in A Million Bears to Color. I've been trying to decide which book I want to try to finish next, and it might be this one just because it's so cute and each picture is different. I did this spread with ink tints, and then I think some color pencil, but mostly ink tints. And I didn't really like how I interacted on this paper, so try to find something a little bit better for that. Then I did a page in 15 Female Villains to Color. See, I did Cinderella's wicked stepmother with the two cats, Anastasia and Drizel. And this one was fun. I really liked doing the brick. Let's see, what did I use? I used a alcohol marker for the base, and then polychromos for the layering for everything else. There's that one. I have done one in jewelry box, which, let's see, where did it go? Oh, it's this one. This one reminds me of something from Jane Austen era, with her hair and just like the head style. Let's see, I used watercolor pencils for her hair, and then polychromos for her skin and the jewelry, and then regular watercolor for the background, which I wanted to be kind of splotched, and that's kind of how it turned out, so that was great. That is it in here. I did a picture in Drum Race by Maria Troll. Let's see, I think it's near the back. Oh yeah, I did this one. And this one I used my Albrechter watercolor pencils. Yeah, and I just used the watercolor pencils. I really like how this one turned out. And I realized that I always color these little houses blue, because I'm pretty sure the other picture I did in here, the little house, is blue. And there's another Maria Troll book where she has little birdhouses, and I colored it blue, so that's just something that happens, I guess. Yeah, so that one was a lot of fun to color, and this paper is amazing with watercolor pencils and probably ink tints too, but it didn't buckle at all when I used water on it for that. Let's see. So I finally finished a picture in World of Flowers. This is a picture I started working on several months ago when I first got my Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. I did the background and then I did the leaves, and then after that I felt kind of stuck. But then when I was looking through it again this month, I just like had the drive to finish it. So one thing that I did, because there were a lot of little extra elements, was these flowers. I just swapped. So there's blue up here, so I decided to do blue flowers down here, and then there's purple down here, so I did purple up here, and then the pink for contrast and to tie in with this pink here. I also used polychromos, but it's mostly watercolor pencil. But I really like how it turned out. I was really nervous about it when I started it. Two more, I think. So I did a page in Mouse Guard with Inktense, and this took maybe 40 minutes tops to do. This one right here. I think it turned out really cool. The seaweed, and then I think this water looks neat. And it kind of has a more rustic feel, I think. So yeah, I used Inktense, and Inktense worked pretty well on here. It did. You can kind of see it did buckle a little bit, but not too bad. And I think I'm gonna have to use Inktense more in here because this did not take very long at all to do. So, and I really love this book. And then the last one that I have to show is from The Magical City, and I was showing this book to my husband, and I was telling him, yeah, the pictures are very psychedelic, but what's interesting is, even though some of them don't make a lot of sense, just looking at the line art, once you start adding color, everything just starts to fall into place. So I did this castle on the hill, and I used, I think, just Inktense. I feel like I should have made the grassy areas maybe a little bit more vivid, but other than that, I really like how it turned out. I wanted to do kind of a fall scene, so I did these awesome fall colors here, and then I looked up flowers that bloom in the fall, and there were these purple looking flowers that had a similar structure to the drawing, so that's why they're purple. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun to do. I got stuck for a little bit, but not for too long. Yeah. I just think it's cool how once you start adding something, it just all comes together in this book, with her art style. And I believe that was the last to show. I did just want to show very quickly, I finished illustrating a coloring book, which I'll also show in my haul, and I have a flip through of it, but it's the Too Cute to Eat Kawaii Food coloring book, and there's the pocket size and the normal size. But yeah, that was it for this month. I feel like I got a good amount done, and I think my favorite picture is the one from Mouse Guard. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite one was, or your favorite project that you did, and if you haven't already, but be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Happy coloring!